All right, let's talk about Gemini in Google Workspace. If you're using it, you probably want to get, well, better at it, right? To go from just poking around to being a real power user. That's exactly what we're going to do today. We're diving into the core skills that will totally transform how you work with AI. So, you've probably been there. You ask your AI for help, and what you get back is kind of bland, right? Super generic. Or maybe it just totally misses the point. It's so frustrating. It can feel like you're just talking to a brick wall. But here's a thought. What if the problem isn't the AI? Okay, let's just cut to the chase. The real secret to getting amazing stuff out of Gemini isn't some hidden feature in the AI. Nope, it's all about what you feed it. The quality of what you get out is a mirror of what you put in. Seriously, learning how to write a better prompt, it's like unlocking a new superpower. So, how do you do it? How do you write one of these better prompts? Well, good news, it's not rocket science. It's actually a super simple, easy-to-remember formula that turns a basic question into a powerful instruction. This is your key to really collaborating with AI. And that whole formula, it comes down to just 4 letters. PTCF. That's it. This is the framework for everything. Once you get this down, you'll be writing pro-level prompts before you know it. All right, let's break it down. First up, P is for persona. This is where you tell Gemini who to be. Give it a job. Instead of just asking a question, you say, act like an expert marketer, or you are a seasoned program manager. This one little step immediately sets the stage and helps the AI use the right tone, the right knowledge, the right everything. Next, we've got T for task. This part is all about action. You got to give Gemini a clear, direct command. Use a strong verb. Don't just dance around the topic. Tell Gemini exactly what you want it to do. Should it draft something, summarize a long doc, create a plan? The more direct you are, the better the result. Okay, C stands for context, and honestly, this is where the magic really happens. This is where you give it all the juicy details. What's the goal here? Who's the audience? What are the key things it needs to know? You could even point it to your own documents in Google Drive, basically giving it a private, secure knowledge base to work with. It's a huge deal. And last but not least, F is for format. How do you want the answer to look? Don't leave it up to chance. You gotta tell Gemini, give this to me as a professional email, or put this in a table, or just give me bullet points. This shapes the final output into something you can actually use right away, no fuss. Okay, let's put it all together and see what a real power prompt looks like. Here we go. Persona, you are a program manager. Simple. Task, draft an executive summary email. Crystal clear. Context, based on these relevant program docs. That's the secret sauce. And the format, limit to bullet points. See that? Each piece builds on the last. It's not a question, it's a command. All right, so now that you've got the PTCF formula down, let's talk about a few rules of the road. Think of these as quick tips that'll take your prompts from just good to like really great. You know, the biggest mindset shift is this. Stop thinking of it like a search bar where you type one thing and you're done. Start treating it like a conversation. Just talk to Gemini in plain English, like you would a colleague. And hey, if the first try isn't perfect, no big deal. Just refine your request and go again. It's that back and forth, that iteration, that gets you the gold. So you're probably thinking, okay, I get it, more detail, but how much more? Well, this is pretty fascinating. The average person's prompt is only about 9 words long. But the prompts that get the absolute best, most useful results, yeah, they're a little longer than that. Get this, 21 words. That's the average. And that just proves the point, right? It's not about being long-winded for the sake of it. It's about packing in that rich, helpful context. That's what separates a generic answer from a total game changer. Okay, enough with the theory. Theory's great, but let's see this stuff in action. We're going to walk through a couple of real-world power moves that show you exactly how to use the PTCF formula and these tips inside the tools you're already using every day. So power move number 1 is all about making it a conversation. Check this out. Someone's planning a 3-day offsite meeting. They start with a broad request, but it's detailed. It has the persona, the task, the context, and they ask for a sample agenda as the format. And boom, they get a really solid first draft to start with. But here's the key. They don't stop there. This is where that iteration comes in. The first draft mentioned an icebreaker activity. So in the next prompt, they dig in deeper. They ask for 3 specific ideas and even give constraints. It has to be for 25 people in under 30 minutes. See? That's how you build on the first response to get exactly what you need. And to wrap it all up, once all the content is there, the user makes a super simple request. Organize this agenda in a table format. And just like that, Gemini cleans it all up and puts it into a nice, neat table. This is a perfect example of how that back and forth conversation leads to a fantastic result. Okay, time for our second power move, and let me tell you, this one is a total game changer. It's all about using your own stuff as a knowledge base. Because Gemini for Workspace is connected to your files, you can securely pull them right into the chat. All you have to do is use the @ symbol, and you can pull up specific files from your drive. Look at this example. A PR manager is drafting a press release. They just tell Gemini to include quotes from @VIP quotes acquisition, and then use @biography and mission statement for background info. The AI securely grabs the info from those private docs and whips up a brand new draft that's completely tailored to them. So cool. So, what's the big takeaway here? It's that you should think of Gemini as your co-pilot, not as the autopilot. You are always in the driver's seat. These tools are here to help you, to make you faster and better. And that really gets to the heart of it. There's this great line from the guide that says it all. Generative AI is meant to help humans, but the final output is yours. Remember that. You're the editor, you're the strategist, you own the final product. The AI is your assistant, your collaborator. So there you have it. You've got the formula, persona, task, context, and format. You've got the rules of the road. You have everything you need to become a real power user. The only question left is, what are you going to create?